Well, well, well. The Dallas Cowboys season has been an unmitigated disaster, and nobody can deny it. And I can remember when Jerry Jones said he was going all in, everyone thought that meant that Jerry Jones was going to be in free agency and making trades and all kinds of things. And I also remember that Dak Prescott explained clearly in the Troy Aikman interview that what Jerry Jones meant with all in was going with the young players. But the problem with going with the young players, well, that told us one thing for sure, that I don't think there was an expected deep run per se into the playoffs. But I think what has made this season worse is the injuries. And with the injuries, the team has looked way worse than it possibly is. And Dak Prescott, who signed an unprecedented historical deal, wanted to come out this season, even with the young guys, and have a great season, only to be sidelined now for the remainder of the season. I think all of this has culminated, and it has Dak Prescott doing something that is mind-blowing. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Let's talk facts. The Dallas Cowboys season has been strange, to say the least. And there's something going on with the Cowboys, and it seems like that they've been told something, especially the stars, the ones who are going to be here. And it seems like for whatever reason they are in on it and were in on it. But I think what has transpired, that what they thought was going to happen is the exact opposite of what is happening. I think they thought they were going to be able to play with these young guys, have some success, maybe be midway in the draft, go in the draft, maybe do some things in free agency, and then this team bounce right back and get into the playoff run and hopefully the Super Bowl run for 2025. They got the coaches on one-year deals. I mean, it's obvious. They're basically saying that there is going to be a huge change in 2025, and 2024 is going to be us building up to that. But everything is falling apart. Injury after injury after injury. Things are falling apart. The play calling, they didn't quite bounce back after the bye week like they did last year. I mean, the play design, there's been so many different things. It's like you can't put your finger on one thing. It has literally been an unmitigated disaster. And I said early in the season, I have a video and I'll post it above where I said that what we are looking at is a frustrated Dak Prescott. He's frustrated with his owner, frustrated with his coach, frustrated with his team. Dak is frustrated. And ironically, now in, what are we, week 12? 105.3 The Fan solidifies exactly what I said about Dak Prescott. I want you to listen to what they are about to say that Dak said in a recent interview. Let's roll it.
Why was Dak Prescott recently in tears? He did an interview with the Dallas Morning News, said he already wasn't playing well enough before he got hurt. And as he watched the Cowboys lose to the Texans, it hurt to see what a disappointing season this is becoming. Quote, "The other day after the game, I guess it all just hit me. Boom. Right there, a couple of tears came down. This is going to hurt. It's going to suck at times. You just have to understand this is one of the moments that it does. I don't want anything right now other than to let it suck. It's understanding and being able to voice that. Yeah, I'm blessed to be where I'm at. Off the field, been some of the most joyous times I ever could have imagined, dreamed of. Having a child, getting engaged, starting a family. But then on the football field, It's probably been as tough of a season as I've ever had. I would probably say the toughest. So this is Dak being brought to tears, apparently after the Texans game the other day. What about your own individual play? Not playing up to my standard, turning the ball over more than I have, just uncharacteristic. But at the same time, mentally feeling as well as I ever have about the game, as smart as I ever have, as sharp as ever. Leaving some of those games mentally, it was like, man, I saw it the best and clearest I've ever seen it, but maybe I didn't execute that way, or the team didn't execute that way. So Dak feels like it's clicking mentally better than ever, still didn't translate or get in the results on the field. I know which direction I'm headed in. I know I'll be faster, stronger, and better than I ever have. By the way, I will attack this.
Yeah, look, it's a little troubling that he's seen the game as good as he ever has, and yet he's having as poor of a season as he is, or as he did.
That is a humongous mind F, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you're talking about, in addition to that, you are starting to get the feeling of like he's breaking down.
There are some things inside of what Dak Prescott said that are so strange to me. I heard Micah Parsons say something similar to this. Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs on the podcast said that they thought they needed to go through this season, and Dak is saying that we suck. He's saying it again. He's owning what people accused him of saying. But he's also saying, in a sense, that we needed to suck. This is going to hurt. But it's also like he's saying, and we're going to build upon this. It's like they're all in on this. It's like the Micah Parsons, the Trayvon Diggs, the CeeDee Lambs, the Dak Prescotts. It's like they were told what was going to happen this season. And you're listening to Dak Prescott even talking like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You're hearing Dak say, okay, I wasn't playing as well, or maybe the team wasn't playing as well. No, Dak, it wasn't that you were not necessarily playing well, but for sure, the team around you were not playing as good as they should have been playing. The play design, all of this stuff has been discussed ad nauseum. And Dak Prescott actually was not playing that bad. Even the turnovers. Dak, we know why the turnovers were happening. You're forcing the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Anybody with an eye can see that's what you were doing. Something just isn't right about all of this. It's like this was a part of some weird plan that they knew they were not going to win, and they were going to take what comes along with it. And so all of this stuff, it's like Dak is almost saying that, okay, I knew we were going to be all in on the young players, but we didn't know it was going to be this bad. And so that's what brought him to a tear. What, he's reflecting on the whole season? He's very optimistic. He said he's coming back. He's going to be faster. He's going to be stronger. And I believe it. Dak is a fighter. He's going to come back. He's going to be good. But I also think, contrary to what a lot of people believe, I believe Jerry Jones is going to do some things in the offseason he hasn't done in a long time. I think Jerry Jones is aware of what the fan base is feeling. I think Jerry Jones is aware of the things that are being said. I think he's aware of everything, or some of the things he needs to do if he really wants to turn this around, because this is a very pivotal moment in the Cowboys' history. I mean, you've paid Dak Prescott. You've paid CeeDee Lamb. You're going to pay Micah Parsons. You're going to have to pay DeRon Bland. You're going to have to pay Brandon Aubrey. You're going to have to pay a whole lot of guys coming up. A lot of contracts need to be signed on this team. But also, you're going to have to decide what you're going to do with coaching. Decide what you're going to do in the front office. I mean, there are a whole lot of decisions that need to be made. But it's like they were all in on some weird plan. And the plan is not turning out quite the way they wanted to. And of course, I'm sure Dak didn't plan on getting hurt. But it's strange to me, some of the things they're saying. And the fact that even Dak is saying that it hit him against the Houston Texans. Of how terrible of a season it is. I mean, I think everybody saw that the moment that they didn't do anything in the offseason except bring back Ezekiel Elliott. There is no way that Dak couldn't have saw this disaster coming. But the fact that he said that he cried over it, again, it just shows me what I said before. What we have been watching as it applies to Dak Prescott. Why maybe some of the things are not happening how he's seeing them so clear on the field. I said it before and I'll say it again. I think there's some things that Dak was saying subliminally that he didn't want to say out loud. He loved the coach, but he hated the coaching. He hated the game plan. And the players that they went all in on, they were just not quite what everyone thought they were. And even when you start thinking about some of the things that happened on defense, even that went south. And especially when you even factor in the Jerry Jones factor and all the media coverage and all the things that he says. At the end of the day, I think the reason that Dak Prescott came to tears is that Dak Prescott was just basically showing his frustration. This has been an unmitigated mess. I'm still a Cowboys fan. And I do think that there are brighter days to come. But y'all tell me what you think in the comments about Dak Prescott crying. Peace.